Trips, and welcome back to the With Mates podcast. My name is Andrew Grayson, your host as ever, and welcome back to another episode of The Catch Up, the show we release every Monday here on YouTube, where we catch up with good friends about movies, about TV shows, and about what would win in a fight out of two hypothetical animals. We'll get to that later. Joining me, he is the Iceman, baby Boone, Josef Boone.
Hello, Andrew. How are you?
I'm very well, mate. How are you?
I'm no bad. Post-show flu, but here we go.
Always happens, mate. I've managed to dodge that so far. I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah.
He is the triple barrel man. He's the busiest man in Scotland. He is Craig Andrew Murray.
Still busy, still shattered, still plugging away and going for it. Hello, everyone. It's Craig Andrew Murray here. Hi, Andrew. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Nah.
And he is the
That's how I
smack.
am.
He's the smack. Oh no, wait. We don't know where this motherfucker is. Paul was supposed to be here. He's not turned up. He might turn up halfway through the episode. We don't know. Quite literally.
If you've
have
seen
no idea.
Paul Stirrett,
Yeah.
please phone us.
No.
Right into our PO box.
I would like to preface this, right? If he is missing, or there's now going to be a Netflix documentary about him, we don't know at this point. So don't include this in the net. Or in fact, fuck it. Yeah, include this in the Netflix. We just
Include
pay,
this
as long
in.
as you
Good
pay
for the
us, we don't
show.
give a fuck.
It'd be good for
here's
the show.
Here's a good
but-
question. If
Yeah.
and obviously I say this with the complete irony that if something has gone wrong, this is going to look incredibly awful in the future. But if there was a Mindhunters Netflix docudrama thing about Paul's disappearance, who would play Paul Stirrett?
Ooh. Have we not?
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, that's actually a really good shout. Have we not done this before? I could see Jason Momoa.
I don't know. Yeah.
I'm
would
just
like to
thinking of
see
the big
Daniel
long
Radcliffe.
frizzy hair.
Like, I think Daniel Radcliffe could get the weirdness.
I think Daniel Radcliffe's
this-
more
That's a good shout.
me or you, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm saying me or you. You're so much taller than me as well. I'm forgetting that I'm the only fucking short guy here.
Short arse.
Yeah. I can bench 100 kg, but so fucking short man syndrome much there. Yes.
Aye, but you can't reach the top shelf, so that's...
I've got a stool. So welcome back to the catch up. You can tell the hilarity has already begun. So yes, this week it's a bit of a slower week, so we might get into some silly debates about animals fighting. But we're going to take you through movie news, TV news, and then, as I say, there might be some fucking daft stuff that we'll talk about. So let's start off. We'll start off with one of the biggies, or probably the biggest thing, especially for me. There was the preview screening, the premiere of Thunderbolts this week down in London. I had my eyes peeled for two reasons. Obviously, I picked it for the movie draft. Technically, this doesn't really tell me much because I've got the audience score for that, so I need to wait until audiences get to see it. But the reviews are in, and my goodness, are they good? Getting touted as, I've seen reviews saying, like, in fact, Marvel have definitely, they've retweeted it because I've seen it, but it's getting touted as one of the best Marvel movies in a very long time. I've seen somebody say it's the best since Endgame, which is unreal. Have you guys seen the reviews? Like, what's your thoughts on what
I've seen, like, essentially what you've been saying, and two feelings. Yeah, really glad that we're getting a Marvel film that's, like, really good and having this much hype, but also having a really good Marvel film since Endgame, not that difficult, as I've said before.
You're such a fucking dour bastard, man, honestly. Like, I'm not having that. Again, I don't know how it always fucking ends up me defending Marvel, but, like, mate, after Endgame, we've had Shang-Chi, we've had Guardians 3, we've had Spider-Man No Way Home, we've had great fucking movies. So that, to me, again, I get what you're saying, right? But that, to me, gives me more reassurance in the fact that I'm going, I believe Guardians 3, to me, is one of the best ones that the MCU have done. I love that movie. I think it's so good. It's got a great villain. It's very emotional. I like Guardians 3. Again, Spider-Man 2 is a bit of a cheat code because it's obviously the multiverse and the nostalgia, and technically it's a Sony movie, but it's also MCU. So that one, I kind of feel icky as using that for defense. Shang-Chi's great. I fucking love Shang-Chi. With a Deadpool Wolverine, now I know you and Steph, if you're watching, you're an idiot as well. I know you don't like that, but I like that. So to me, when I'm hearing this, it does fill me with, like, joy at the fact that I'm going, no, even if it's competing with those films, I'm more than happy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I hope it's going to be good. I hope that audiences hate it because your score will plummet, my man. But, you know, I hope that it's going to be good.
I was actually sitting next to Paul yesterday as we watched the Thunderbolts trailer.
So you were the last one to see him.
Shit. I've given something away. The alibi. Oh no. We had it all planned out.
We can't joke about this. We like generally if there's one wrong.
I know.
Right.
So I was sitting next to Paul, and he was quite frankly unenthusiastic and making complaints throughout the entire trailer as we sat and watched it together. I was like, Paul, come on.
Yeah, but that's
we're all going to
Paul
go and see it.
Paul.
It's going to be great.
Be honest about that kind of stuff.
Who knows? I'm intrigued because obviously me, Paul, and Joseph are going to go and see it together in IMAX next week, and we are excited. I think to go and see it together and see what this how I'm intrigued to see how the two I'll be sitting in the middle. And the two on either side, I want to see how they're going to react.
What time is your showing?
Because I'm going to be enthusiastic. Is it 4:40? I think.
4:40. Let me double check. Because if I can see it in Glasgow, I'll try and see it in Glasgow at the same time as she's in the movie.
Yeah. As I said, we're going to FaceTime. We're going to.
Yeah. But yeah, like in terms of like enthusiasm for the movie, is this kind of like bumped up for you guys?
Oh
yeah.
Yeah. I was already quite positive on it in terms of like I thought it was going to be like fun.
Yeah.
But from what we're hearing, it's actually not just fun. It's also quite emotional, character driven in bits. A24 has been mentioned a couple of times in terms of
because like
being made.
all the fuckers who worked on this have worked on the fantastic A24 films, so this is just an A24 Marvel film, and I hope that it doesn't go the same way as the similar A24 films that have come out recently that have been a little bit poor.
Some have been great, but again I feel
some
have
been great,
50-50 A24. But the one thing I'll say, right, so I'm going to go through some of the reviews. I seen this on Instagram the other day, and I was just like, right. So, one of the reviews, raw, hilarious, and deeply human. It's gritty, emotional, and unlike anything Marvel has done before. Someone's called it a must-see. Introduces a new era for Marvel. Perfection, it's a bold new chapter. It's bold, funny, filled with great action and an unexpected emotional punch. A home run, exhilarating. So, again, like, you're seeing a lot of these reviews. Again, like, you need to kind of take them with a pinch of salt in the sense of like these are people that are invited to the premiere, so there tends to be favourable reviews. But the one thing that I would say that kind of goes in favour of this is 9 times out of 10 if a movie's going to be bad, the review embargo doesn't lift until maybe like a day or so before it. This was 10 days before the movie's release. So I think Marvel knew that they had something special, and I think they've kind of went, right, if we release it now and we get more buzz, more people will go and see it and stuff.
Yeah.
The other exciting thing that I feel is that there's 2 after credit scenes have been confirmed. So you get a mid credit scene and a very end credit scene.
Yeah.
Apparently, both are really, really good. And we've not had a good one in a very long time. They've all been, quite frankly, shit.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
Yeah, apparently.
So Bucky dies, right? Bucky dies in this one.
Hope not.
I'm calling it. Bucky dies.
Hope not.
You think so?
Yep.
I'm interested to see what they do with it, because obviously
I don't see Sebastian Stan continuing much longer in the MCU.
Nah, kill him in fucking
you think he's
Secret
going
Wars.
beyond it?
Don't do it in this.
Because my prediction is they kill him in this, and one of the end credits is like something to do with Steve Rogers coming back for a last hurrah in
no, we're
Doom
not getting
Secret
that.
Wars.
We're not getting that. They're not gonna blow that secret.
I don't want that to happen.
I
don't want that to happen.
That's less than 1% chance happen.
I think he's done. What I think is going to happen. What I think is the big WTF. Like, this is going to be insane. I think the end credit scene is going to be Doctor Doom ripping Thanos' skeleton. No, I don't think they're going to do that.
No, you save that for the start of.
That's the start of Doomsday. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing as well is you introduce Doom As an after
Fantastic
credit scene in
Four.
Fantastic Four. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
You're not
You
doing
don't
that
think?
Thunderbolts.
No,
you don't
I-
think Doom's going to be in the credit scenes?
No.
I think
No.
I think so. I think one of the one of the credit scenes is going to be Fantastic Four related,
Okay.
and I think another one is going to be about Doomsday in some sort of way, but not focusing on Doom.
I think we're skipping Doom, and we're going to get a
Okay.
tease for what's coming after Doom,
After
Secret Wars. I think we get an X-Men tease. Because we've already had that
Yeah.
with the Marvels. And that's the route we're going down. And we have been told as well that the Doomsday is going to focus on the Wakandans, the Avengers, X-Men, and another group I can't remember off the top of my head fighting Doom.
Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts, yes, Thunderbolts. So, yeah, I think we'll get maybe a wee X-Men tease because that's kind of where I think it's going after Secret Wars.
The cast list has been announced for Doomsday, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Some of it, not all of it.
Is Huge? Is Mr. Huge in it?
Ant-Man.
Huge Action.
No, he wasn't announced.
Okay.
But there's still
'Cause
more.
I-
Like they've said that it's not everybody. Because again, so
Yeah.
the Sinners was obviously released this week. So Hailey Steinfeld was doing a lot of press for Sinners. Obviously, she's getting asked about Marvel because she's in Marvel. She wasn't on the chairs, but she kind of gave away that she's going to be in Doomsday and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel as if they're either going to do another one in between Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. After that gets released, they'll do another casting announcement for Doomsday, or they'll keep some as a surprise. But yeah, going to stick with Marvel news as well. But yeah, Thunderbolts, super excited, cannot wait. Out next week, next Thursday.
Same.
We will most definitely be doing a spoiler review. We'll probably try and get that
Yes.
done the weekend of, and it will be. In fact, I'm doing some admin live on the catch up. Will we just say that week's catch up will be a Thunderbolts review?
Could do, yeah.
Why not?
Unless
Why not?
there's any
Big news.
big news, which we will cover at the beginning, we'll just say that catch up will be Thunderbolts review. Because it makes our
Why
life
not?
easier.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what the catch up's for. Yes.
Yeah.
So one of the catch up, I'm trying to do the maths in my head. Next week's catch up, will it be next week's catch up?
Next week's catch
Yeah,
up.
next
it'll be next
next
week,
week's
yeah.
catch up will be a review of Thunderbolts. We'll decide whether we're going to do it full spoilers. If we do it full spoilers, we'll give you that one. But yeah,
Yes.
Thunderbolts.
Take your guesses
full
now.
spoilers.
Exactly.
Who's going to like
We're
it? Who's
doing
going to hate it?
We are
I'm
full spoilers.
to be so annoyed if Paul, because again, Paul's going to not like it, but in my head, he's going to enjoy it, and regardless, he's going to say that he doesn't like it. But yeah, Thunderbolts next Thursday. Cannot wait. It's going to be so fucking good. I'm so buzzing to get back in the cinema to watch a Marvel movie. And then we've not got long to wait before we get to do it again. And we get to watch fucking Fantastic Four. Boys, it's never been gone, but fuck me, is Marvel back. I'm so happy. Other Marvel news, it's not as much news as it is further rumour. Apparently Blade isn't happening,
Yeah.
which is a shock to nobody. There's
Yeah,
more
I saw
rumours.
the composer was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, by the way, I was supposed to do Blade, but now won't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening."
Whether they go back to it or not, we don't know. Because this is what I'm saying. There was a point in time where it felt as if they were going very horror and they were going down that kind of Moon Knight, Blade, Black Knight.
Yeah.
It felt like that was the way they were heading. Now, not so much. It now
Midnight
seems
Sun
as if it's
stuff.
going to be the X-Men.
Yeah.
Out of interest, because I heard someone else talk about this and I thought I'll put it to you guys. Mahershala Ali, he's not getting any younger. I think when he signed on, he was like 46. He's now like 52. So I feel as if Blade isn't. I don't think he could play Blade if they decide to go forward with it, because you're talking 2 years production, so he'd be 55 or whatever by the time it came out. That's one movie. You would want to do multiple movies. So if you don't get Mahershala Ali as Blade, who would you cast him as going forward? Because again, to me, I feel as if the MCU want to keep him, or should want to keep him, and they should like hold their hands up and go, right, we fucked it with Blade. Who would you want to play? Who would you have him as?
So I think if they're doing a big reset of everything, just thinking of age, and they might want to recast characters, I could see him being a very good Nick Fury.
I don't see that happening.
I don't see it happening, but just in case Big Sam Jackson wants to hang up the eye patch, I don't think he will, because why would you?
Yeah.
Like,
you had a sparkle in your eye, Craig. Who would you pick?
I think I misunderstood the question. Were you asking me who I want Mahershala Ali to play, or who I want to play Blade?
No, Mahershala Ali to play.
Oh.
Because I think they'll try and
Then I
keep
don't
him,
have
and they'll
the
just
sparkle
offer
in
him
my
like who would you? This is what we're going to do. Who would you want to play?
Catwoman.
Wrong franchise. That's the only issue that I have with that. It's just the wrong franchise.
Oh, I tell you what, he would
And
make potentially quite a good Mr. Sinister.
I knew you were going to say Mr. Sinister.
Oh yeah, actually.
So, to oppose that, would you have him as Magneto?
I could see him as Magneto.
Because this is the thing, right? A lot of people have like, because our fan cast, I wanted Giancarlo Esposito to play Professor X. That's not happening now because he was a fucking Diddy part in fucking Captain America.
Such a wasted part.
Yeah. Marvel do have prior of using people in smaller parts and then bringing them back as something else. So like, there is still the small chance.
It's just big budget Doctor Who, isn't it?
Yeah. But
Just
the
big budget Doctor
the
Who.
big thing for me is you're going to kind of have to change the backstory of these characters, because obviously in the comics and stuff it was Charles and Magneto was he lived through the Holocaust.
I think that's going to be tricky actually to do, because I think it's so synonymous with the character.
Again,
That
but the
actually
age
you
it doesn't line up. If he was through the Holocaust, he'd be 109 or something.
Yeah, but
Oh, I
but-
suppose,
but
yeah, you're right.
Mutants do live longer.
I know, but again, if you're going back, like there is ways that you could make one up. Again, like it's tricky because obviously the Holocaust really happened, and you don't want to kind of get murky with that. But I believe there will be ways to get round it.
There are
mean,
if you need to create Magneto through like a horrific human tragedy and like mass loss of life, there are a lot of options in
say.
history to choose
That's
from.
what I was going to say.
But that's what I'm saying. Though, is I feel as if like you're
plenty
going to
issues
have
from.
to go away from
that
that window because
the
from a time scale it just doesn't make sense anymore. Yes,
yeah.
always so polite.
Can I circle back and just say what I wanted to say, which was, if we are doing a reboot, there's only one man who can play Blade and only one man who can direct Blade, and that is direct Blade, Ryan Coogler.
100%.
Play Blade, Michael B. Jordan.
Nope. Can't Michael B. Jordan? He's
Michael
fucking
B. Jordan.
Killmonger, mate. You can.
He's Killmonger.
Michael B. Jordan would fucking smash Blade.
I don't
He
think
would,
It would be
but they would.
fucking brilliant.
I don't think I see Michael B. Jordan as Blade.
But he's
Too big.
You just watch Sinners.
Yeah.
How can you not see him as Blade
He's a phenomenal
after
actor.
watching
He's too
Sinners?
big. He's fucking huge. Mate, I was literally watching that going, oh my god, this guy is a fucking animal. He's so big.
Have you seen Wesley Snipes? Wesley Snipes is fucking massive.
No. Mate, I'm getting inundated with stuff now because he like the fucking gym shit. See the amount of stuff where it's like how now a mid physique you're still like on roids. Whereas like back when like fucking Tobey Maguire was a superhero, he had like a fucking normal body. Hugh Jackman, normal kind of physique, but he was a superhero.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes, he was in good shape. Don't get me wrong, he was in fucking amazing shape. He wasn't as monstrous as what fucking Michael B. Jordan is just now.
Also, why are you saying too big for Blade? Blade's taking on fucking vampires. Like he needs to be jacked.
Yeah.
No, but there's a difference
yeah.
between jacked and what Michael B. Jordan is fucking enormous.
I think we just cut our losses and get Will Smith as Blade.
Oh no. I don't know. To me, I just the other thing as well is like he's Killmonger, and see if Killmonger was kind of shit, I'd be like, yeah, fair
But
enough.
he's gone.
Say again.
So again, it's the same thing. He's gone. Killmonger's gone.
Nah.
So like,
Nah.
again, you're just wasting a good actor.
I think for Blade,
I hope
think
Killmonger
it's
comes back
getting
in
to-
some form in Infinity War
He
and
will.
stuff like
He
that, or
will.
in Doomsday and stuff. That'd be fucking unreal. Because if you've watched What
I
If, I want
yeah.
to see that version of Michael B. Jordan in What If. Like that was nuts.
I really think I'm of the opinion that what Marvel need to be doing with, because like they don't need to bank on big names to sell films. They don't need to do that, and I think it would do them a lot of good to just start casting new names and like do proper talent scouting, especially for X-Men. Not saying that I would love to play Iceman, but I would love to play Iceman.
I will shave my head. I am terrified of going bald, but I'll shave my head.
I think it's one of those things that, because like, especially with the X-Men, a lot of people can recognize themselves in the X-Men. That's the whole point of these characters. They're supposed to be incredibly relatable and completely diverse in people's like circumstances and everything. They are the most relatable like group of heroes, and I think casting people who are not known will be a great benefit to them. Of course, you would have to cast like bigger names as, say, Magneto and Charles Xavier and Wolverine, but I think the
don't
rest
need a big name for Wolverine.
No, well, Andrew Grayson is a bit. Andrew Grayson is already a big name. Big name for the With Mates pod.
Listen, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm down 12 kilos, right? I'm down to 13% body fat. Give me the Marvel money, give me the juice, and I will be.
He will put metal in his bones for you, Kevin.
Quite fucking literally,
Mr. Feige.
On a serious note, though, Joseph, I know also we want Andrew to play Wolverine, but I think we discussed this on the casting episode as well.
Yeah,
I think you don't go name for Wolverine. I think you do cast an unknown actor for Wolverine, because you may as well, because you're already going to be comparing him to Hugh Jackman anyway. So why not cast someone who's completely unknown?
The more I think about it, the more I honestly think
cast Andrew Grayson.
I think they'll give it to Jeremy Allen White. I think he's Wolverine.
Yeah.
I think, to me, the more, since I've said it, I'm kind of going, he's got wee man syndrome. Watch him in The Bear playing angry, like he's great at it. He was fucking so good in
where's my cigar cousin?
Yeah, like legit. Wolverine in The Thing, that would be so cool. I still want the part, but I'm just saying that would be really cool.
Think of the meme potential.
Yeah, exactly.
With
Bob cousin. But yeah, to me, as far as the Michael B. Jordan, I think that would be lazy casting as well. Like, you've already had, it's like who's a really good, well-known black actor is Michael B. Jordan. I was like, we've had Killmonger, that's fine.
He would smash the part though.
Oh, he would. Would he be good at it? Yes, no doubt. But there's not a role in this world that I don't think Michael B. Jordan could play well. He's phenomenal. But yeah, so Blade looks as if it's not going to happen. There you go. Sad. Yeah. I don't think we'll get Blade at all now, because even the joke in Deadpool Wolverine, where it's like, there's only one Blade, and you're kind of like, yeah, that's the way it looks.
Maybe they just get Wesley Snipes back and just they just do full CG for all of his actions.
Weren't they saying that they were going to do, like, they wanted to had a plan in the back of their heads to do like a kind of Logan style Wesley Snipes Blade movie?
Yeah,
I feel like that was a.
That would be a good send off for the character. I was just having a wee look here at people's suggestions. Laz Alonso, the guy that plays Mother's Milk in The Boys.
Yeah, I could see that. Again, I still think he's too bulky.
Some people have suggested him. Some people have
Tremel Tillman. No.
Well, some people are suggesting Tremel Tillman. I don't think the role's right for him.
But it's just fun.
But I saw one comment that was just like, just gender swap Blade and make Denai Guerrera, the lassie that plays Michonne from Walking Dead, as Blade.
Wait, is she not fucking?
I was like, but she's is it Okoye?
Yeah, that's good. No, not Okoye.
Mm-hmm. No.
What's her name? Denai what?
Denai Guerrera, Gurira.
No, she's fucking. Is it Nakia? No.
She's one of the Dora Milaje, isn't she?
Okoye, no, you were right. It's Okoye, yeah, General Okoye, you were right. Yeah, she's Dora. We can't keep casting in-house. We can't keep.
Like that's the thing. They need to do a wider spread. Yeah.
Look, there still might be the chance that Marshall Ali's just like, no, I'll wait. Mm-hmm. I want to play Blade. Because again, with stunt actors and all that kind of stuff, he's aged and he's in good shape and stuff like that. His age might not be. He might only do 2 or 3 films, but hey ho.
Fucking someone suggested Matthew McConaughey.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. as Blade.
As Blade. I mean, he killed it in Tropic Thunder. Why not? So, yeah. So we've got a couple of. Well, I'm just going to go quick fire casting things. So, Split Fiction. There's a new game coming out. There's a new game out called Split Fiction. They're apparently turning it into a movie. Sydney Sweeney has been touted as being one of the main stars in it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not played Split Fiction yet, so I don't know if that's a good casting or not.
This is the thing as well. I'm going, even if I had played it, I'm like, so like, cool. Sydney Sweeney's a hot name just now, where like she's getting a lot of work. Cool.
I don't see that. I've got an issue with like this whole jumping onto casting for a video game. I don't think the game is old enough yet to deserve it.
Yeah.
Kind of like the God of War series that's coming out. I don't think God of War, especially the God of War 2016, is old enough yet to get that series. Just me personally.
You're wrong.
I'm used to being wrong in this pod, Andrew. I'm used to it.
Brother, surely you're not. I'm pure buzzing for a God of War series.
I'm buzzing for it, but I think there needs to be a longer amount of time.
Yeah.
For me personally, but then again, I struggle with change.
The other casting we've seen this is not so much casting. This is just some guy wishing. Is Spider-Man. I don't even know if he's confirmed to be in the new Spider-Man movie, but there's rumors of Mr. Negative. The voice actor who voiced him in Spider-Man 2? 1? Spider-Man 1.
Both. He's in both.
Is Mr. Oh yeah, of course so he is. The voice actor, remind me his name, Craig. You had his name up earlier.
Oh god. On the spot as always. There
Sorry
we go.
But again, it's not new.
Stephen Young.
Yeah, Stephen Young wants to play Mr. Negative in the if it comes to live action. And again, I do not judge him because I'm over here touting my arse for Wolverine. But yeah, of course he wants to fucking play him in the live action, and he suits it. He looks at it. He looks the part.
He was good. He was
really
great. He was also great in the game.
Yeah, I'm well up for that. There is also Jesse Plemons has been cast in the new Hunger Games movie. He's playing the part that
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes, Philip Seymour Hoffman played the younger version of that.
Oh.
So yeah, again,
very good casting.
That's a very good casting.
The weird thing for me is like, as much as I'm like not into Hunger Games, I really enjoy the films. And the latest one that had Rachel Ziegler in it, what was it, Ballad of Songs and Snakes or something it was called?
I still need to see that actually. I still need to see that.
Good.
Yeah,
and she's great.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
I've got a couple of pals who are Hunger Games fans, and they weren't too impressed by it. But maybe it's because they're like book fans as opposed to film fans.
That might just be because I've never read the books and stuff like that, so I don't really have I don't really have a base opinion on before. I just kind of watched the movie and I was like, that was really fun. That was really good. So yeah, I would highly Craig, if you've not seen it, I would highly recommend you watch that.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's on the list.
Yeah.
Try to see what else we've got. TV wise, Narnia is getting a TV show. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes.
Craig?
Yes. So Greta Gerwig, I think it's already been announced for a while now that she was adapting the Chronicles of Narnia for Netflix, I believe. The first bit of casting is finally coming, and it's Emma Mackey from Sex Education who's going to be taking on the iconic role of the big bad of the whole thing, which is the White Queen, which was previously played by our Scottish friend Tilda Swinton in the films.
Name that episode.
So,
name that episode. Get it in the comment section. Name that episode. Fuck! Don't make me say name that show.
It's Simpsons, Craig.
Yes.
It's been a while.
Name the episode.
Since I watched The Simpsons. I've no idea.
It's the Itchy and Scratchy Land episode, guys. I'm disappointed, man. This is like top tier fucking Simpsons here. She falls in the water.
It's been so long.
Yeah, she's got the big
so long.
So long. It's on Disney Plus. What are you talking about,
mate?
I've not watched The Simpsons in literally over 2 decades.
Just because it's come, this has come up quite a few times for me recently. Like, what is your best Simpsons gag, Andrew?
Ooh, best Simpsons.
What's
gag.
your best one?
throw one out to me and
So the film festival episode where
Oh,
Barney makes that really beautiful
Yeah.
film, and like there's a woman like, oh my god, that's so beautiful, and he goes, oh thank you, and she's like, oh my god, did something crawl down your throat and die? And he goes, it didn't die.
Oh no, mate, I
fucking
thought you were going to
love
talk
that.
about fucking man gets hit by
Oh,
football.
of course that's the joke you
And then
fucking like.
you've also got are you saying burn? Are you saying boo
Are you saying
earns?
boo or boo earns?
Fucking top. I was saying
boo earns.
So good, man. Mate, first 10 seasons of The Simpsons is elite. Fucking
They
elite.
slap.
Oh,
They're so good.
there's a rank for you. There's a rank for you, mate. We'll do our
I
top
was
10
saying
episodes of The
boo
Simpsons.
earns.
I was saying
God.
boo earns. Sorry, we interrupted. Tell me more about Narnia.
You seem very interested in
mate, I'm
Narnia.
so not interested.
Yeah. So I am a fan of it from childhood. So it was my mum's favorite series as a kid. So she got me onto it when I was a kid as well. She read them to me. I read them myself as well. I haven't read them since I was a kid. They are probably quite of their time, I would say now. The stories are quite timeless itself, but I'm intrigued to see how they adapt it for a modern audience. They tried with the films. The films kind of lost traction. Didn't actually manage to finish the story. The kids obviously aged out, but we got Will Poulter out of it. Will Poulter became famous because he played one of the main characters in the Narnia films, so we got him because of it.
Wait, did he?
Yes, Will Poulter played
What?
Eustace. Yes, he played. That's like one of his most famous childhood roles. Actually, he was Eustace in the Prince Caspian one.
Fuck off. So he
And
was.
And Ben Barnes played Prince Caspian. That was his first big
We
role
got
as well.
Will Poulter because we are the Millers.
That was that, yeah. Well, Son of Rambo. That is also, yeah. Well, We Are the Millers was a great film as well. You guys are getting paid? Yeah, that is. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see what she does with it because I like Greta Gerwig. I think she's a good director. Obviously, Barbie fame and all that sort of thing. But she's a good director, and I want to see what she does with it. And I think when I saw Emma Mackey's name initially, I was a bit like, okay, that's an interesting take. But the more I think about it, the more I think it could work. I'm interested to see her play a villain. Because it is it's a horrible villain. I think she looks the part definitely, and I think it could be very good. But yeah, I'm interested to see who they cast in the other roles, and we'll see where it takes us. But yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm going to watch it for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Who can top James McAvoy as Mr. Tumnus though?
I watched
can't-
that, man. That's fucking
Joseph,
creepy as
Joseph,
fuck, mate.
you could play Mr. Tumnus. I could see you as Mr.
Yeah.
Tumnus.
I would love to
Yeah.
play Mr. Tumnus. I actually quite
Yeah,
like it.
I think you'd really suit it.
Character, man.
The casting
Yeah.
for that film is out there, man. They had a fair whack, like James Cosmo,
Was Liam
Cosmo,
Neeson
Jim
not
Broadbent.
Aslan?
Yeah, Liam Neeson was Aslan. Yeah, so
Yeah, there you go. There's
Yeah.
the benchmark.
yeah.
I don't care about that. Like literally, I'm like I don't think I've seen any of the films. I think I've vaguely seen like the first one. But,
I remember I read the first book, The Magician's Apprentice. I remember reading that one. The only thing I can remember about it is the lights were off and then the lion was there and then he made the world and there was rings. That's all I can remember about that book. And there was a lamppost. And then the lamppost comes back in the second book. And then I didn't read all that book because I had it on like an audiobook, like cassette tape, and I would always fall asleep.
If
So
you
I-
want any like indictment of the current state of the intelligence levels of like the younger generations,
Yeah.
back then, the Chronicles of Narnia, that was a fucking kids book, and that is where we're at now. That was a kids book,
Trust me, mate,
and,
there's a lot more we can talk about than
now-
this generation. than
and
just
now we
fucking
have.
I mean, like,
Sorry,
not- but
if you're from
it's-
this
it's-
generation
it's-
as well. We're just old grumpy.
It's just
men.
like
Craig,
yeah.
one of the patch notes for Final Fantasy 15, the most recent 14 that came out, which is a big MMO, was essentially in a very long flowery way of responding to people saying this quest is broken. They went, read the fucking quest.
Yeah.
It's not broken. You fucks can't read. So yeah,
So yeah, more Netflix news. You, the TV series You is out. They dropped this week. I've not had a chance to watch it. Craig, you said you've never watched it. Joseph, can't remember. Did you say you watched it? No.
what's you?
So You is about a guy who consistently murders people, but the people that watch it still find him attractive. Is how I can really sum it up. It's a weird
It's a
film.
bit like
Or show.
It's like this generation's kind of
Dexter.
rom-com style Dexter.
Kind
isn't it?
of,
Is that,
yeah.
is that
So
kind
like
of vibe?
he's
yeah.
the amount of times when I was watching the early series and I would see like people posting like, "Oh, he's so attractive." I'm like, brother, he's murdering people. Like, what are we talking about here? But yeah, so I will try and I'm probably my missus is watching it just now. She's 3 episodes deep, so I need to catch up with her, and I'll probably watch it this week. And then at some point, I'll give you a wee review of what I thought.
Everyone loves a bad boy.
Yeah, clearly it's a final series as well, so this is that hopefully it'll land and it'll be a big old good ending. A wee bit of game news for me and Joseph just to talk about. And then I'm going to give you one final bit of movie news, and then we're going to talk about our movies of the month. Game news. Is it Yotai or Yotai?
Yotai. Ghost of Yotai.
Ghost of Yotai, the long-awaited sequel of Ghost of Tsushima. Tsushima. October 2nd. I am fucking giddy. I cannot wait for this game.
Mm-hmm.
This game came out in 2018, the original 2018.
Yeah, it original came out 2018.
I didn't play it until 2020 when we were in lockdown and I had my PS5. Mm-hmm. It was one of the best games I have ever played. It was so much fun to platinum. Craig, have you played Ghost?
Yes.
You're a fucking... Honestly, do you know the sad thing as well is I can't even
I've started it.
What is it?
I've started it.
Right, okay.
I've started God of War as well.
The thing that kills
I don't
me is
have
it
time.
takes you 2.5 years to finish a fucking game. And you won't get it finished.
I don't have
finish a mission, mate.
Yeah.
I do my best, but I just...
Well, your best is not good enough. Play it more.
I can't
Don't
wait.
sleep.
The trailer looked phenomenal. I like the setup where it's like hunting down like 6 killers and stuff like that. I think the combat's going to be great. I'm so excited. I
think
will be
like
getting
Sucker
it
Punch make fantastic games.
Bring back Infamous.
Yes, Infamous is one of my favorite games. Just I loved the character. He's brilliant. Like, did you play Second Son?
Yes.
How did you feel about Second Son?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed them all.
Yeah.
The only one I've not played was it Something Light?
Oh, the one where his missus in Second
it's
Son,
like a
you play as her.
DLC kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, exactly. But yeah,
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotai, I'm so excited. Like, I can't stress how fun the combat is in Ghost of Tsushima. It's so fucking. I'm so excited for that to come in October.
I'm just gutted because I know I will be working in October, like on something, and I'm like I won't have as much time to play it.
I mean, I'll be working, but I'll still fucking force myself. I'll be up to 2-3 in the morning playing it. I'm more than happy.
I'll have to take my PlayStation with me. I can't do that.
I'm so tempted to try and buy one of those like box screen things that you can plug your PlayStation in. That would be so cool. So last bit of movie news, and I've kind of kept this for last because I think it's quite a big deal. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel will be reportedly titled "The Continuing Adventures of Cliff Booth." It's going to be written by Tarantino. It's going to release on Netflix. It's going to follow Brad Pitt's character from as a Hollywood studio fixer, and it's going to be directed by David Fincher.
Mm-hmm.
I like all of those sentences. I thought the best part about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was Brad Pitt. I'm interested to see what they do with that character, if it's anything.
I like...
What are you saying?
No, I'm just confused by it.
Why are you confused?
Like, why is Tarantino not directing it himself?
Because he's got some weird rule that he's only going to direct, was it 10 films or something like that? And his next film's going to be his last.
Right, so he's just doing a sequel, but then someone else is going to direct it.
Yeah.
That seems like that could turn quite toxic if it's not careful.
Probably.
That situation.
But again, I like David Fincher as an actor. I like Tarantino as a director, sorry.
Yeah, David Fincher's great.
I liked that film. I felt it was too long. I think the best part about that film was Brad Pitt's character. I like Tarantino's work. All those sentences.
However,
Netflix.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
it's being made for Netflix, apparently.
Yeah. It's the only hiccup. Other than that, I like all the sentences.
Is there any directors that we really liked, like a pair of directors that made anything for a Netflix streaming service recently, and it
and it would have been the best bomb of the entire
So
movie
annoying.
draft as
Even the
well.
best
Someone had
bomb.
picked
To be
it.
fair, the directors was the only reason that I didn't pick it as the bomb. I was going, oh, it's the Russo brothers. It'll be okay. Clearly not.
Russo
but yeah,
brothers
on Netflix.
pissing money
Not on
into the
Netflix.
wind.
I know, man. That was like 300 million. That movie cost like nuts.
Fucking ridiculous.
So yeah, it's an interesting film. It's Netflix, so I probably will see it. Obviously, closer to the time if reviews come out and stuff like that. I'll pay attention to that. But I think that's enough news. Let's now get into our own little section that we call Movies of the Month. I have now found out that Joseph is a musician, so there will be at some point, maybe not this month, maybe hopefully for next month, I will come up with a little jingle in my head for movies of the month. Movies of the month, and then fucking Joseph can put some music to that.
See, that's it. All you need is just a little piano vamp underneath that, and you're good.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's now what our jingle is. So movies of the month, we are going to talk about all the films that we have seen this month, and we are going to make our recommendations for you if you only see one movie a month, or you don't want to pay for more than, if you've not got, like us, got a Cineworld card, and you only want to see one movie a month. We will discuss amongst ourselves what film you should go and see. Right, so hands up, we probably haven't seen all the movies, but we have seen a good whack of the movies that are out this month. You have sent me a list. Was it on Messenger or WhatsApp?
So we have Death of a Unicorn.
Yep.
We have The Amateur.
Yep.
We have Sinners.
Yep.
We have Drop, I believe you've seen,
Yeah,
Andrew.
Drop.
And I also, as a wee bonus, also saw Six, the musical, in cinemas.
You can tell us
Which
about
was a
it,
film.
but yeah, was it? Was it not just a stage
in
show?
a way. Yeah, but there was other aspects.
All right, okay, cool. So let's start off with Death of a Unicorn. Have we all seen that?
Nope.
Have you seen any movies this month?
Yes.
I have seen no movies this month. I've been too busy.
You can play.
Fucking
You can play the
hell.
part. Why are you shocked at that? You'd only seen like 12 of the top 100 movies when we done the 100.
It was
I know,
25, but
I hoped he'd, after that shaming on the hunt. By the way, go back and go back. And
Craig,
listen to
there
that
was
episode,
there was
but-
nothing
but-
shameful about it. I came out of that victorious. I had blindsided every motherfucker on that podcast.
The one thing I would say
Including
as well,
me.
though, is technically the month isn't over and he is going to see Sinners tomorrow. So,
I'm going to see Sinners tomorrow.
yeah, and I'm going to go see Star Wars Episode 3 tomorrow, which I'm excited about.
I have been busy working with
That's fair,
retired emergency service responders, and they keep threatening to die, and it makes me panic.
Yeah, that's fair. And there's not really much time for movies in that. Cool. So, Death of a Unicorn. Joseph, you picked this for the movie draft. It's currently sitting at
I
about
certainly did.
54%. Craig, my question to you is: do you think that's fair?
No, I don't think it's fair, Andrew. I actually agree with I agreed with your lovely TikTok short video that you posted about your non-spoiler review for the Death of a Unicorn. I think it was an unfair score. I don't think it was an amazing film, but it certainly was not warranted of only half the people liking it. I would say give that at least a 70, a passable score. I gave it in my head a 6.5 out of 10, 7 out of 10. So yeah, I thought it was enjoyable. Will Portal was funny, and yeah.
So to
Fun
me,
premise.
when I seen it at the time, it was like one of my favourite movies that I'd seen this year. I'd have gave it like an 8. I'm sure I can't remember what I wrote in my non-spoiler review for TikTok, but like yeah, like to me, Death of a Unicorn was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would thoroughly recommend as well people see it. It wouldn't be the movie. If you're only seeing one movie this year, it wouldn't be the one that I would be telling you to go see. However, if it comes to streaming, definitely check it out. It's a good film. It's a good laugh. It's strange. It's weird. It's funny. It's good. I thoroughly enjoyed Death of a Unicorn, and if it wasn't for a certain other movie, it would probably be my top recommendation.
Also, as Paul pointed out, because I saw it with Paul, a lot of Scottish mythology references.
Yeah,
and it's actually based on Stirling tapestry. There's a tapestry of unicorns in Stirling Castle, is it?
Yes, in Stirling Castle,
And
yes.
it's based on that.
Because for any listeners,
it's one of the things I really like about the film is the
Yeah.
premise of like the myth it's based on.
so if any listeners aren't aware, the Scottish national animal, I believe England's is the lion.
So England chose the lion because like it's strong and proud, and we're like, oh, we can fucking choose anything. We'll go a unicorn. Why not? And then Wales is like,
apparently in mythos, that's the lion's weak point is that the unicorn can kill a lion. So there you go. Our national our national animal doesn't exist, but I love the fact that it's the unicorn.
Neither does Wales. Neither does Wales. Wales is a dragon.
I thought you said
no, dragons
I thought
exist.
I thought you were saying neither do whales. I was like, no, they do, Craig. They most definitely do.
Neither do Wales.
Dragons are real.
Dragons are real.
Komodo dragon.
Have you never seen Deborah Meaden and the rest of her entourage on that show?
Fucking hell, man.
He's off on one today.
Right, let's swiftly move on. Cool.
I used to pass Duncan Bannatyne's gym every day, and it was very, very hot there. All his piles of gold.
So, let's move on to The Amateur, starring
Rami Malek.
Rami Malek and Thingy Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne.
I have not yet had the chance to see this. I was down in London when the fucking world premiere was there, which was quite cool. I got to see all that stuff. But I have been working all April and didn't get the chance to see it. Craig, you've seen it?
Yes.
Thoughts? Sell me on it.
Again, it was, I would say, your classic kind of 7.5 out of 10. There was elements of it that were very good. I think if I hadn't seen Black Bag last month, I would have been a bit more kind of favourable to it. But I think comparing it, because it was kind of similar kind of like spy thriller type thing, but Black Bag was a lot better. Oh. But in terms of The Amateur, though, like in itself, I think as a whole, it was a very, very good film. But I think pacing-wise, I think that it was a little bit slow in the beginning and could have maybe chopped off about 20 minutes.
Okay. And
it still would have been okay. And I think the pacing kind of got better as the film went on, and it got to a good climax by the end. But Rami Malek was great. Lawrence Fishburne was great. You've got Katrina Balfe from Outlander, who is in it too. And also, oh goodness me, the person playing Lois Lane now.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. I don't know her name, but
yeah, Rachel Brosnahan.
Yes.
So she's in it too. She plays his wife. So it was a good cast, good story. I mean, it has been done before. It's your classic kind of revenge story, but you know, it's definitely worth a watch. But again, if you're going to see a movie this month, maybe not the one to pick. But definitely check it out when it comes on streaming.
Yeah, I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Is once it comes to streaming, I will, I will definitely check it out because the premise kind of just interests me. And like when I seen the trailer, I was like, oh, that looks a bit of me. When I watched it, I'll now take the next one. So I seen Drop, which is a thriller movie about a woman going out on a date. And she starts getting like random messages to kill the person that she's on a date with. What I would say is I really enjoyed this film. Like I enjoyed it, but I would not recommend going to the cinema to see it. This is a movie that if it comes up on Netflix and you're looking for a fun wee thriller kind of movie to join to watch, that's the one that I would kind of point you towards. It did get quite predictable. The one thing I would say that's kind of come from it though is the gentleman that stars in it, Brandon Sklenar. He's going to be a big deal.
You think so?
Yeah, I've seen people rumouring him with the new Batman, and I'm like, see it. He's very good.
Brandon.
Okay.
Have a look at that, Joseph, and then tell me if you think that he could play a Batman kind of character.
He could play a Batman kind of character as well. Yeah.
Brandon Sklenar.
He's got a bit of the Joel Edgerton about him, doesn't he?
Yeah. He was very good in the film as well. Very, very good.
You know, okay. I could, if things had gone a different way, I could see him as a Bruce Banner.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Do you know why I think you've said that? Because it does kind of look like Ed Norton. Yeah, 100%. I see that. But yeah,
in a different world, he was inviting people to an island.
Yeah,
with a big glass onion in it. You know,
he is a big boy though. He's like he's built. He's very handsome and stuff like that. But he's very good in the film. And I could see him as like a Batman type. So I think you'll see him in much more.
I could see him as like a Nightwing sort of character.
Ooh,
Like,
don't hate
yeah.
that.
Oh, that's good. That's
Don't
good.
hate
Shout.
that.
Yeah.
Drop. Did that do anything for you guys? If like I don't know if you've seen like the trailer or anything advertised.
I like the premise.
Yeah.
The premise intrigued me, but I think I'll wait for it, as you say.
I went to see it when I was down in Lincoln, and I went and seen it with a couple of friends that I was in the show with, and me and my friend Alex kind of just as soon as stuff kind of happened, we looked at each other and went, "Well, that's going to happen." It was somewhat formulaic and predictable, but it was entertaining. And as I say, if you like those kind of whodunit thriller kind of movies, yeah, wait till it comes to streaming. It'll probably come to Netflix, and yeah, give it a watch. Right, Craig, tell me about Six the Musical.
I love the enthusiasm in your voice.
Yeah.
So I've been a big fan of this musical for a long time. I never actually got a chance to see it when it was touring and stuff, and when it was a big deal in London and stuff. I forgot the story behind it, so that it was more than just seeing the stage show. There was also a little documentary aspect to it of how it was made, how it came about, and that was very interesting. As someone who's obviously we're all obviously in the industry, and how that kind of it comes to fruition and things like that. Because this was, I'd forgotten, a fucking fringe show. This was a fringe show that blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
It was two people who wrote this when they were at university.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they wrote the whole thing. And very talented people, obviously, because it's so well written. The songs are great. They're very intelligent. I love the whole premise of the whole thing. And yeah, it was just nice to see how something that started as a certain thing just became this massive... Like they essentially became like the fucking Spice Girls at one point. It was that like level of like intensity surrounding them about how much people really gravitate towards it and loved it. And it's fun. It's a good premise. I like... I've been watching a lot of things like The White Queen and things like that recently, where like female history is shown in more of a light, and it's been good to see that being done more often because they are lost to history in a lot of ways. And yeah, so I've always wanted to see the musical, and I was glad I went to go and see it because I had a good time when I was watching it.
Nice.
And yes, if you're into that sort of thing, definitely go and see it in the cinema. But it's not the thing you should go and see this month if there's one thing. But yeah,
Is it going to be in the cinema much longer though?
I don't know. I think it was just event. It was like an
Yeah.
event thing for this
I know
month. I
cinema
think.
will do that
Yeah.
kind of stuff with like the National Theatre and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, Boone, interested in Six the Musical?
I mean,
That's a no.
I'm see, like I was doing a TIE tour when it first became quite big, and one of the cast members was very into it, and I mean like very into it, and it was always playing in the van, and I kind of got a little bit sick of the songs. It's the same, not to the same extent of the same relationship I have with like Les Mis, because I can't stand Les Mis. And I'm sorry, I cannot stand it. Try being the only guy in your like higher music class, and it's just constantly I dreamed a dream of and it'd be like Joe, what are you going to be singing for your things? I'm like, I was actually thinking of doing Jack Skellington's song from the we've got Javert's song for you, Stars, here you fucking go,
Sure.
Les Mis is everywhere on my social
that's
media
the
just now
confrontation scene now.
I know. I like that. Yeah. Sorry.
Les Mis is
Come to
everywhere.
my house.
Les Mis is everywhere on my social media just now. I've got a lot of friends that have just done an amateur version of it at the Kings, which apparently has went down very well. So if any are watching, congratulations. Glad it went well.
Great. Like I do not knock people who enjoy it. For me it's overdone, and for like there's I'm very pernickety when it comes to musicals. I don't like musicals being thrust upon me, or people being like, you need to do this, you need to say, oh, this is a great musical, because the people that usually tell me that musicals are great are like musical theatre people who live and breathe it, and I'm like, please fuck off, because I don't like that.
Each to their own.
I don't know where that rant went.
I know, I was going to say, so not a fan of Six, that's fine. Cool. Let's get to the movie that Joseph is about
Joseph doesn't think that women should be in history. It's all right. It's fine. Okay?
Fuck me. No!
shouldn't be in history is a fucking nuts sentence to say. Just exactly. Right, let's move on to the movie that Joseph
It's
was about
fine.
to go
It's
see.
okay, Joseph. It's right. It's all right.
Joseph was about to go see this. Myself and Craig have seen this. Let's talk about Sinners. I'm not going to beat about the bush. It is one of the best films I have ever watched. It probably is in my top 10 films of all time. I know recency bias is a thing, but there was legit a moment in this film. Again, I'm not going to spoil it for the people that are still to see it, and obviously Joseph's still to see it. There was a moment in this film where I clapped to myself, like, and it wasn't a loud clap, but to myself, I was like, "Fucking hell, that was extraordinary." The use of music. I seen in one review that said that the music is its own character. 100%. The music is its own character. Outstanding performances from just about every person in the cast. It's ridiculous how stacked this cast is. But you've got people, as I say, like Michael B. Jordan playing twins. I feel as if playing twins can always be a bit hit or miss. He knocks it out of the park. Haley Steinfeld is great. Miles Caton, phenomenal. Jack O'Connell, great. The supporting cast, like Wunmi Mosaku, Jamie Lawson, Omar Miller, who I know from 8 Mile is the thing that I knew him most from, but he's a proper character actor. He's in everything. He played Cornbread in this. He's so good. Delroy Lindo as like the older gentleman in it. I will happily sit here for an hour and just tell you everything that's great about it. To me, the outstanding thing was Jack O'Connell and probably is it Milton or Miles? Sorry, Miles Caton are the two standouts of this film.
Yeah,
the music's phenomenal. The mythology and history that they go into, all these different cultures, is incredible. The story's great. It's very simple, but it's so much fun. The use of, as I say, like myths, but history as well is great. Yeah, I cannot recommend a movie more. If there is a movie that I enjoy better this year, I will be surprised. This is a 10 out of 10 film. It's easily the best film I've seen this year. I think it will be the best film by my end of the year. It was one that was most anticipated for me, so I'm so glad that it's lived up to that. And yeah, to me, like, go see this film. Like, the other thing as well.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see it.
It's right. So we've talked about on this podcast, make something new. This is something new, and the only way these movies get made again is if you go and see it and go support it. Go pay your money and see this film so that people like Ryan Coogler can make more movies like this. This is something new. This is something bold. It's doing so well at the box office. I think it's like the highest grossing major movie release of an original screenplay. It's great. Go see this film.
Could not agree more, Andrew. Could not agree more.
The reason we're seeing it tomorrow, like my pal put out the call because he's already seen it.
Yeah.
And he's like, I need to see it in IMAX.
Yes, go see it in IMAX.
So like we're going to see it.
I said that too.
I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see it because all of the reviews look fucking fantastic. I have not seen a bad word about it that isn't like sounds like someone just whinging. 2
pricks have fucked me up for getting a perfect score.
And I can tell you a third prick who's going to have a bit to say about it, and that is Mr. Paul Sturrett. And I was a bit concerned about why he is not here because I wanted to hear what he actually had to say. He said he was digesting it, but when we walked out. So here we go, Andrew. I have seen this film twice,
right,
which I don't do. I don't tend to go and see a film in the cinema twice, but I did go and see this again with Paul yesterday, at time of recording. And we walked out and I said, Paul, what did you think? And he said 2 things. He said, it's just dusk till dawn, isn't it? And I was like, okay. and then I was like, right. And I said, well, what do you think? He said, I'm not sure what I think. I need to go away and digest it. And
that man needs to be studied. That man
I'm
needs
looking
to be
forward to telling
studied.
you what he thinks. This is why I'm gutted he's not here, because I'm like, I want to see if he actually had reflected on it and maybe changed his mind or what he actually thought now. But yeah, I was just like, Paul, what? This is like one of the best films I've ever seen.
He baffles me more than any other fucking person I've ever met. Because I wanted to shout, does he enjoy fucking anything? He's obviously just reviewed Daredevil with us and he enjoyed that. But how... What?
Who knows? I'll happily let him defend himself when he's back on the podcast, but that's what he said yesterday. But yeah, in terms of my opinion, as I said, I've seen it twice, which shows you everything you need to know. But as I said on my non-spoiler review on TikTok and stuff, I said Miles Keaton, fucking Star is Born. That kid is brilliant, absolutely. But his voice is stunning. The music in the film, as you said, Andrew, is its thing in itself. It's probably the best aspect of the film, I think, for me, is the music and the score and the soundtrack. Joseph, you're going to fucking love it, trust me.
Good.
And cinematography is beautiful, it's stunning. Yep. It's so well made, it's so well put together.
There's a use as well. I've seen Ryan Coogler talk about how he filmed it as well. So there's aspect ratios where it's like the full IMAX.
Yes.
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 But there's a use of that as well, which is fantastic.
Yes.
There's a whole colour theme as well, with like
red
and blues.
Yes.
And
I'll be lost on me,
mate. Honestly, right, you will fucking enjoy this film. You cannot wait.
Sorry.
I'm forgetting you're colourblind. Sorry. They're not necessary, but it's just a nice thing.
I love how Andrew's still going and
has
the penny had not dropped for him.
The way my brain works is like I heard it, but I didn't register it, and then it registered. But yeah, like to me, it's such a good film. I'm so excited to see what you say, Joseph. Do you know the scene I'm talking about, Craig? That I'm saying I clapped.
I imagine I know what it is, and I agree.
I'm trying to think if you can say it without saying it.
Where a lot of things happen in one shot.
Yes. Oh, Joseph took his earphones off. But yeah, no, you don't need to. You can put them back on. He managed it. He done it without spoiling it. Yes, when a lot of things happen. I think you'll know exactly what we're talking about, Joseph, when you see it. It's stunning. Go see this film in the cinema. Go this week before Thunderbolts.
In IMAX. In IMAX.
Exactly.
You've got to.
So
You've
realistically, you've only got this week to see it in IMAX because Thunderbolts comes out on Thursday, this coming Thursday. So you've got tonight or today, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's your 3 days. You've got 3 days to go see this in IMAX. Go fucking see it in IMAX. It's so fucking good. Don't see it in IMAX. Try and see it on the biggest screen possible. I know Cineworld do super screen and all that kind of stuff. It is such a good film, and as I say, if we get to the end of the year and I don't have a better and I've got a better movie than this, my God, are we eating well? Right, to end the podcast, that is our movie recommendation of the month, I assume.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
Sinners.
by far.
Definitely.
Go see Sinners. So, to sum it up, what we're going to do as well is we're going to look forward to next month. So, May releases, we have Thunderbolts comes out 2nd of May. I'm just hitting the big releases that have hanged me. A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey starring Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie, Phoebe Waller-Bridge. That seems quite a big film and I have seen nothing about it, but that comes out 9th of May.
Yeah.
We have Final Destination Bloodlines on the 14th.
Oh, yeah.
We have Mission Impossible the 21st. We have Lilo and Stitch the 23rd, the live action one. And we have the Karate Kid Legends on the 30th of May.
Month, actually.
So it's quite a stacked month. So next month, obviously this time next month, we will do our movies of the month for May and give you our recommendations for what to see. What's your predictions for that? What do you think is going to be your favourite movie of those ones that I've just said?
Oh, it's going to be close between Thunderbolts and Mission Impossible, I think.
Yeah.
It's going to be a close one.
I think Lilo and Stitch might be a dark horse for that as well.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of varying opinions on what Lilo and Stitch is going to be like. A lot of like diehard fans about the original film are either super supportive of it or like very against it.
I think it looks good.
There's some changes that there's a lot of people who are not enjoying, i.e. designs to characters. But I mean, yeah, I'm personally against Disney's constant need to remake. But hey,
well, we think Snow White's killed it forever, so we'll wait and see.
Shout out to Snow White. Well done, the real hero.
Tangled has been shelved, which is sad because I like it.
I like Tangled too.
But Tangled just came out like a couple of years ago, though.
No,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
didn't. It came out like fucking 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's a couple of years ago.
Maybe not 20. 20's a bit far. 15 years ago, I would say.
Tangled was, I think, was 2008. I think, 2007.
There's
Place your
only
bets.
one-
Place your bets.
There's only one Disney film that I think really deserves a live action remake
Oh,
right
nine,
now,
I'm
and
gonna
that's
say.
the 100.
Okay, Joseph.
What?
What's your Tangled year release prediction? When did Tangled come out? What year? What's your prediction? I
It
said
came out.
2008.
It came
He said
out
2009.
in 2011.
We're all wrong. 2010. 2010, folks.
Joseph wins.
If you said 2010, you win a T-shirt.
Yep. I'll be in the post. I was spot on as well 15 years ago. Fucking yeah.
I was going to say, like, the only Disney film that needs a remake, I would say, is Hunchback of Notre Dame, because it
Journey
is
to
a
Atlantis.
fantastic film.
Atlantis.
The people aren't ready for that.
I want it so bad. That's what they need
I
to do.
want
They need to remake B
I want-
movies. Don't give us the
I
fucking.
want
classic.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah, that's
Treasure
another.
Planet.
Treasure Planet
Just out of
is so
interest, boys, just because
good.
we did the look, we looked at May, and we're like, oh, that's pretty stacked. We're pretty much stacked until the end of July, because in June you've got Ballerina, How to Train Your Dragon,
Aye.
28 Years Later, LAO, F1, Megan 2.0. Then in July you've got Jurassic World, Rebirth, Superman, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Fantastic Four. Yeah, we're going to be eating good for the next couple of months. But that is all for this week. That is all for the catch-up this week. We hope you've enjoyed it this week. Let us know what you've thought of all the stories that we've talked about, whether that be Thunderbolts reviews, are you interested in a split fiction movie, all the casting choices we've talked about, are you interested in this Narnia series that's coming to Netflix, have you watched You, let us know, does it land for you, are you interested in the new Tarantino movie that's coming, the sequel to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and of course let us know what you thought of all the movies that were released this month in April. If there's any movies that we've missed and you feel as if they should be recommended, let us know in the comment section. Get involved in the conversation and we will get back to you in due course. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. That is all for this week's episode of the podcast, of the catch-up, sorry. Our Last of Us review should be up pretty soon, if not already up. We finished Daredevil. We will be starting Andor this week or next week. As we say, we will be doing a Thunderbolts review as well once that comes out. Lots of stuff coming. Plenty of content coming out on the With Mates podcast. So make sure you're following us at With Mates Pod on all social media platforms. Joseph, where can the people find you and everything you do?
The lovely people can find me on my social medias that are empty because I don't post them, at Joseph Boone on both Twitter and Instagram. You can also find my lovely voice currently on Samantha Curran _authors Instagram, where we've just done a live reading for the audiobook that has just dropped for Kickstarter, The Rooted and the Winged. Find it on Kickstarter, please back it, because Samantha is planting a tree for every Kickstarter backer as well. It's about all that good stuff, so please support it. It's a fantastic novel, it's a fantastic project. She just deserves all the press she can get.
Do it. Craig Andrew Mooney, where can the people find you?
You can find me hopefully at a few Comic-Cons very, very soon, where I'm going to be releasing Hyena Man with Etienne Kawabo. We're going to be debuting it hopefully very soon at a very upcoming Comic-Con, which I can't give the details of just yet, but I will be doing it very soon, hopefully. So yeah, you'll find me there. I will be signing stuff for you, and I'll be saying hello. It'll be good fun. I've never been to a Comic-Con before, so I'm excited about it. I'm really excited about it. And in the meantime, though, you can find me on all social media platforms. It's at Craig Andrew Mooney. And
if you want to follow me, I'm at Alf the Great on all social media platforms. But as ever, don't fucking follow me. I don't want it, don't need it. I don't need or have any desire to have your follow. However, please follow the With Mates podcast at With Mates Pod. You can find us on all social media platforms at With Mates Pod. We will be doing all our non-spoiler stuff on TikTok, which will then be posted to Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else that we post. We are, of course, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for all your listening needs. We are very much on YouTube. We are trying to get to 100 subscribers. Help us get there. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit that now. And send us a comment. Let us know if this is the first episode you've watched. Let us know what your favourite episode's been, if you've been watching all of them. Get involved in the comments. The more you talk to us on the comments and the more you like and subscribe, the more people will get to see us, because that's apparently how algorithms work. I don't know. I'm a fucking millennial who has no computer skills, but apparently that's what the word is, algorithm. Help us with the algorithm, get comment and get joining in the conversation. That's all for this week. We will see you next week with a little bit of news and a little bit of Thunderbolts. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Lights on me, Jay.
Joseph, tell us why Henry VIII was such a great guy.